Ladies and gentlemen, happy Millionaire Monday. This is the day that the Lord has made. Y'all know we're rejoicing and we're glad in it. If you're coming on, joining us live, I want to say welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. Today is Monday. I'm super excited about our discussion today. We're going to be talking about 5 skill sets for success. We're going to be talking about 5 skill sets for success. So if you're coming on, joining me live, do me a quick favor. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and I want you to tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know your boy, Ramonepreston, my squad, we're all live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And you, my friends, are watching the Ramonepreston Show. So hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, and let them know we're live. And don't forget to put in the comments what city you're watching your boy from. I love to know what city you're watching me from while we're live. If you have any questions, do me a favor, put the questions in the comments. We're gonna do our best to answer any questions that you might have. Today, I'm gonna be talking to you, or I want to talk to you about something that's very important for your family, for your future, and for your legacy. And this discussion is about the 5 skill sets for success. So here's what I want you to understand when it comes to success. It may not be all about money, okay? There are other things in life that are more important than money. But money does involve your success, or money is involved in your success. So you could be successful with your family, you could be successful with your health, you could be successful spiritually, you could be successful in any area of life. But a part of that success needs to be financial success, all right? And so today we're going to be talking about 5 skill sets for success. I'm not necessarily talking about all these other vague areas of success as much as I am talking about your economic success, whether it's finances, whether it's business, whether it's career, because what I know and what I know a lot of other people know, and you know as well, when you fix your money problems, when you fix your economic problems, it tends to start helping to fix other problems. Because a lot of the problems that most people have in their lives are tied to money problems. Like there are people who have health problems because they don't have money. There are people who have relationships problems because they don't have money. There are people who have transportation problems or housing problems, which are all tied to money. So we want to fix those problems, okay? Today we're going to be talking about 5 skill sets for success. One of the most important things that I want you to understand is your financial or your business or your economic success. I'm using the word economic as an umbrella for business and finances and wealth building and, you know, being free to do the things you want to do. So your economic success is going to require certain skill sets, okay? There are certain things you got to get skilled at in order for you to see economic success. Now, it doesn't mean you have to own a business. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to own or run a business like I own and run a business. But what it does mean is you do have to take ownership of your life. You've got to take responsibility for your life. You've got to hold yourself to a high standard of accountability and accept the fact that in order for you to experience any level of economic success, it is going to require certain skill sets, okay? So today, I'm going to share with you 5 skill sets for success. And again, you take it the way you want to take it. But I'm telling you, if you want to be successful and you don't have these 5 skill sets, whether you own a job, whether you work on a job, whether you own a business, work for a business, it really doesn't matter. Because I know people who don't own businesses that have these 5 skill sets that are doing better than people who own businesses that don't have them. Either way, no matter if you're an employee or employer, you have to have these 5 skill sets if you want to experience true economic success. So I'm going to give them to you and you can write them down. The first skill set that we're going to talk about today is marketing. The second skill set is sales. The third skill set is communication. The fourth skill set is leadership. And the fifth skill set is business. So again, I don't care what definition or version of success that you want to use. People use different definitions and versions for success to justify or validate whatever it is that they're not comfortable with. But I'm not talking about success in your health. I ain't talking about success spiritually. I ain't talking about success in your relationships with your children or your spouse. I'm not talking about those areas of success. We understand that success includes or involves all these areas, but I'm specifically talking about economic success. When it comes to your economic success, there are certain skill sets you're going to have, whether you work on a job, have a career, got a side hustle, run a business, doing ministry. It doesn't matter whatever it is that you're doing in your life. If you want to have economic success, I promise you at some point you're going to have to come back around to getting skilled at these 5 things. Number 1, marketing. Number 2, sales. Number 3, communication. Number 4, leadership. And number 5, business. All right? So I want you to write those 5 skill sets for success down. And one of the reasons why I could talk about this with such confidence, conviction, and clarity is because there was a time in my life as a preacher, as an entrepreneur. There was a time in my career as a preacher and an entrepreneur that I was not skilled at these 5. And it reflected in where I was economically. Again, I was not skilled at these 5, and it reflected where I was economically. It doesn't mean I didn't have success as a parent. It doesn't mean I didn't have success as a husband. It doesn't mean I didn't have success in my church as a pastor or a preacher. What it means is there was an economic deficiency I had. I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough resources. I wasn't financially free. I wasn't in the process of building wealth. I wasn't the millionaire mogul. I didn't have the freedom financially and economically I have because I lacked skills in these 5 areas. So as I said, you could be healthy and not have skills in these 5 areas, because all you got to do is take care of your health, eat right, sleep, do all the things you're supposed to do. But I'm not talking about success in your health. You can have a great marriage, an amazing relationship with your children, and not be skilled in any of these areas. All right? So it doesn't necessarily mean you can't have success in other areas of your life. But if you're going to have economic success, I'm telling you, that economic success, economic meaning that's an umbrella for business, career, money, wealth building, financial freedom. If you're going to have any type of economic success, you're going to have to get skilled at these 5. All right? So if you're writing those down, those are the 5 skill sets for success. If you don't want success economically, then that means you're not going to work on these 5. If all you want is success in your health, then just keep eating right, take vitamins, work out, get good rest. You're going to have success in your health. If all you want is success in your marriage, spend as much time you can with your spouse, work together, grow together, stay connected, all those things. If you want success with your children, if you want spiritual success, pray, fast, read the Bible, go to church. These are the things that you're going to do to have success in these other areas. But if you're going to have economic success, meaning that if you're going to have any type of financial freedom, if you're going to have any type of freedom from debt, personally, if you're going to have a business that's growing and thriving, if you're going to build wealth or become a millionaire and create a legacy economically, I promise you, These are the 5 skill sets you're going to have. And you cannot think that you're going to just save your way to the top. Excuse me, it don't work like that. You're not going to save your way to the top. You're not going to cross your fingers and hope one day you hit the lottery or somehow a Brinks bag is going to fall out the sky. No, it's going to take work. And the type of work it's going to take is you getting skilled at these areas, okay? So let's look at these, 5 skill sets. Number 1 is marketing. Marketing is the first skill set that I want to talk about in terms of your success. Now, each of these 5 include certain things, okay? So I'll try my best to get through all 5 of them. Marketing is the first skill set, and it includes a couple important things. Marketing includes getting attention. So we'll write that down. It includes attention. So if you have a problem with getting attention, you're going to have a problem marketing. Does that make sense? A lot of people don't market themselves or market their business or market their products and services because they got a problem getting attention. But the skill set of marketing, which is a skill set you got to develop, it includes getting attention. It includes telling a story. It includes promoting everything. So the best marketers in the world are the people who are best at getting attention, telling stories, and promoting everything. This is one of the reasons why, and I take advice and I take notes from and follow some of the biggest, best influencers and marketers on the planet. Whether I'm being mentored by them, whether I'm a part of their programs, getting coached, or whether I just watch them on social media, I follow and take advice from the best and biggest marketers on the planet. And these are the people who know how to get attention. These are the people who know how to tell stories. And these are the people who know how to promote everything. And that's why you see somebody like me, even though I'm not the biggest and the best, but if you just look at me on a regular basis, you see I'm always getting attention. I'm always on social media. I'm always communicating, telling my story. I'm always promoting everything, whether it's my family, my marriage, my church, my business, my relationships, my traveling, where I go to eat, rooms that I get in, people I rub shoulders with. Why am I doing that? I'm doing all that because I want attention. I want to tell a story. I want to promote that I'm the person you should be doing business with if, in fact, you're looking to do business with somebody who's a coach or consultant in business and finance. That's a part of marketing. This is a skill set. So if you want to get better at marketing, what you're trying to do is get better at getting attention. And that might be a mindset thing. A lot of times you got to get past the barrier of, oh, I don't want to get no attention. I don't want to praise my old pawn. I don't want to toot my own horn. You got to get past that mental barrier, because a lot of us have been taught by family and by our environment and even by our church that we shouldn't let our right hand know what our left hand is doing. We shouldn't try to toot our own horn. We shouldn't be too cocky and too arrogant. You cannot take those things that you believe personally and apply them to success in business. Because in success, whether it's with business or whether it's with a career or whether it's just you wanting personal success, you have to be willing to get better at getting attention. Like, for example, even if you ain't a business owner, but you want to be more successful on your job, you want to be more successful in your career or in your line of work, don't you got to get attention? You got to get attention from the companies who want to hire you. You got to get attention from the people who want to work with you. You got to be willing to tell a story about the things that you're doing that are making an impact, even if you are in nonprofit work. I know a lot of people who do nonprofit work and they think that, just somehow somebody's going to give them grant money and give them opportunities. It don't work like that. You still got to market. You got to get attention. You got to tell stories, and you got to be willing to promote. And you got to be willing to promote anything and everything. Of course, that's spiritually righteous and ethical and moral and legal. But my point is, marketing is one of the 5 skill sets for success. And marketing includes attention, telling stories, and promoting, okay? The second skill set is sales. And again, you don't have to own a business to get skilled at sales. You don't have to own a business to get skilled at sales. And I think everybody, whether you work for somebody or whether you own a company, I think everybody needs to get better skilled at sales. And that includes, let me show you what it includes. It includes solving problems. You got to get better at solving problems. The people who make the most money solve the most problems. Does that make sense? You got to get better at providing services. And it also includes you getting better at closing deals. So if you say, Ramon, I want to get skilled at sales, I want to become a better salesperson, what I would say to you is becoming a skilled salesperson is about becoming skilled at solving problems, being able and willing to solve problems, more problems, worse problems, being willing and able to provide services and close deals. And sometimes you're solving problems and providing services even before you close deals. I think this is one of the secrets to the success of our company, because we tend to solve problems and provide services to people even before we close a deal. So that's one of the reasons why I'm on social media a lot. If you follow me on social media and you listen to a lot of the stuff I talk about, I'm solving a lot of problems that you might have not even had a chance to ask me about. So I'm showing you how to start and structure businesses. I'm showing you how to do certain things as an entrepreneur. I am solving your problem even if I haven't closed the deal for you to become a client. All right? That's a part of sales. Now, of course, you got to learn how to put a script together, how to work a script. You got to learn a professional sales process. But all of that, it comes with you understanding that sales is a skill that you got to get better at if you want to make more money. So I have employees that work for my company. And one of the most important things I talk to them about is the first two skill sets I just covered, marketing and sales. So even though I do a lot of the marketing, they still have a responsibility to market too. And we all have a responsibility to sell, because if I'm doing marketing and I'm getting attention, somebody's got to sell the products and the services. Somebody's got to solve the problems, provide the service, close the deals, and make sure that they're walking people through whatever professional process they have for them to become customers and clients. And again, if you're an employee, if you work for another company, you need to find a way to get better at sales. So if you're working a job and you stuck and you just feel like, man, I need to make more money, and the first thing comes to your mind, oh, I need to go get another job. Maybe you don't need another job. Maybe you need to see if the job you work at, if they have a sales department. Do they have training for sales? Can they show you the ins and outs of sales? Maybe you just need to switch departments. Maybe you need to leave the department you in that's only going to pay you so much and find a sales department. Or maybe you need to just find a company that will give you an opportunity to do your job plus make some extra money by selling products and services and getting a commission. All right? That's number two. Number three, the third skill set for success is communication. Communication is a skill set. I don't care what you say and what nobody else say. You ain't just waking up every day and you just a great communicator. You didn't just come out of your mama's womb or belly or however you came here. Maybe an alien dropped you off. I don't know in today's world, but you here. All right? And you didn't just come here with this extraordinary ability to communicate. Communication is a skill set. And communication includes, number one, for success, it includes presenting offers. Do you know what that means? Presenting an offer. So if you're an entrepreneur, you got a product and a service that you're selling, first of all, you should be marketing it. You should be telling people about it. You should be getting attention, telling a story about it. You should be promoting it. Secondly, you should be working on solving people's problems with the product and service that you provide. You should be closing deals. And one of the ways you guarantee closing deals is presenting an offer. That means you got to give people an opportunity to say no. A lot of people don't want to be rejected, so they don't present an offer. But if you present offers enough, you're going to get a whole lot of no. I don't want it. Not right now. It ain't the time. That ain't for me. My dog ate my money. Whatever the excuse is, at least you're getting a response because you are communicating with people by presenting an offer. So communication includes presenting offers. Communication also includes building relationships. So I'm not saying you have to be an extrovert. Even if you're an introvert, you have to be willing, not able, but you have to at least be willing to build relationships with people. This is a part of communication. If I come around you and your body language is off, and you nonchalant, you don't want to be bothered, and you funny acting, well, that's communication. You telling people you don't want to do business. You telling people you don't really want success. I don't always want to talk to people and communicate with people and build relationships. But guess what? When an opportunity presents itself, or when I see an opportunity, I'm willing to go in any room, shake hands, smile, build relationships, and if given the opportunity or seizing the opportunity, I will present an offer to communicate something that I have that can solve people's problems, okay? Communication is also networking with others. Understanding that success is not a single person game. So the most successful people on the planet ain't successful by themselves. Just because you see that one person who's flaunting the success don't mean they're the only person involved in that success. They may have 1,000 people behind them. They may have dozens of people. All right. They may have a handful of people, but there are people behind whoever the person is that you see being successful. So you got to be willing in communication to present offers, build relationships, and network with others. You got to network. And guess what? Sometimes in order for you to network, that means you got to pay to get in the right rooms. You can't be cheap. Number 4, the fourth skill set for success is leadership. And trust me, leadership is not just about you trying to build a following. That's not what leadership is about. Leadership is not about you building a following. I'm going to tell you what leadership includes. Leadership includes proximity to power. Leadership includes influencing others. Leadership includes forward thinking. So that means if you want success in your finances, in your personal, professional, financial life, if you want success in your business, in your career, you gotta get better skilled at leadership. Leadership includes proximity to power. What do I mean by proximity to power? What that means is you got to get close to people who are powerful. You got to get proximity to them. That means you got to figure out, what do I need to do? How do I need to change? Who do I need to become to be able to rub shoulders with people who are going where I want to go or who are already where I want to be? All right? That's leadership. Some people think leadership is always being in the front. Sometimes leadership is just getting around somebody who's in the front. I don't have to be number 1. I could be number 18 as long as I'm in the line. Okay? Leadership also includes influencing others. So that means if I cannot influence myself and the few people around me, I'm not going to be able to influence nobody else. You got to be able to influence yourself enough to do the right thing. And one of the things that you need to be doing as a leader is thinking forward. You can't keep thinking about and talking about the past. I was on it was a 2-day webinar that I was on just recently. And one of the people who was asking a question to the presenter, when they got their chance to ask the question, I mean, they just went on and on for like a minute or two. I hate when somebody has a question and all they do is just talk about their problems. And so when the person came up to ask the question, I'm telling you, y'all, like the person just went on about their mama, about their dog, about this, about that, about their life and blah, blah, blah. And then finally, the person was like, listen, we don't need all that. Just ask the question. But since you said all that, let me explain something to you. The problem that you're having with doing anything is your whole story is based on what has already happened because they were not thinking forward. So leadership is about thinking forward. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like to be around a whole lot of people, especially if they negative. I'm not going to hang around people who negative. If you're not thinking forward, if you ain't talking forward, if you always talking about the past and problems, I'm not hanging with you. You might get a minute or two or a couple minutes with me at that time, but trust me, I'm going to bounce and bounce when the next time you try to get around me, because I just don't want to be talking about the past and what it used to be, what it coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm thinking forward. I want to build, I want to grow, I want to expand. That's leadership, all right? And number 5, the 5th skill set for success is business. And business is a skill set, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you might not understand what I mean by this, but business is a skill set. You got to get skilled at business. This is one of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make. They start a business and they think just because they got an LLC, they got an EIN number, they got a Duns and Bradstreet, a NAV account, some trade lines, a credit card, and a couple dollars in the bank, they think that they good at business. That don't make you good at business. Business is a skill set. You have to get skilled at business, all right? And skilled at business includes building structures. You got to get good at building structures, business structures. You got to get good at engineering infrastructures. That's why I talk a lot about holding companies and stuff. Business also includes integrating systems. So that means you got to get good at systems. Don't give me some lame excuse. Well, I don't like math. I don't have time. I can't work on QuickBooks. I don't know how to do this. I'm not able to put a project management program together. Well, if you ain't got the money to pay somebody to do it, who gonna do it? I mean, who gonna do it? If you build a business and you need systems for sales and marketing and finances and operations and administration, if you can't pay somebody top dollar to do it, who is going to do it? I'm going to tell you who's going to do it. You going to have to get your behind up an hour or two early every day and figure it out. If you don't do that, you ain't really getting better at business. So I love when people tell me all these lame excuses why they can't work on their QuickBooks and they can't work on their CRM and they don't have a sales process and a marketing system and they don't have time to do this. And I listen to them and I think to myself, you have no idea. You have no idea what building a real business is. You don't have an idea what success is. Because even though I have a staff and I have a team and there are people on salary who get paid to do a lot of the things for my company, there was a time that I had to be the marketer, I had to be the salesperson, I had to be the operator, the administrator, I had to be the finance person, I had to do the logistics, I had to create the websites, I had to update them, I had to make the phone calls, set the appointment, I had to do it all. And I had to figure out how to build structures and integrate systems that worked before I had anybody. Because number one, I couldn't afford to pay no doggone body. So I had to wake up early and stay late in order to figure these things out. And I didn't have coaches and educational programs that were available. When I started 20 years ago, we didn't have all this technology we have today. We didn't have all the opportunities on social media and YouTubes. We didn't have that. So I had to figure a lot of this stuff out, and it was hard, it was stressful, it was painful, it was disappointing and frustrating, but guess what? It was worth it because I was committed to success. So whatever I had to do to get to success, I was willing to do. And I'm telling you, if you're committed to success, you're going to be committed to getting better at these 5. So business includes building structures, integrating systems, and aligning people. You got to align people. That means you got to find the right people. You got to be the right person first. And then when you become the right person, then you can find the right people. So today's show was about the 5 skill sets for success. All right. That's what today's show was about. If you missed it, you're going to have to go back and rewatch it. But these were the 5 skill sets that I talked about that will guarantee, I literally mean guarantee. They will guarantee your success. Okay? So we got sales, we got communication, we got leadership, and we got business. If you missed any of the 5, just go back and rewatch it. But I promise you, if you want financial success, over here, all right? And this is you right here. The barrier between you and your success over here are these 5 skill sets. And it doesn't matter if you work a job, if you own a business, if you pastor a church, if you're a missionary. If you want success with money, if you start working on getting better at these 5, you gonna get some success. You're gonna get money. I promise you that. Marketing, sales, communication, leadership, and business. So listen, I want y'all to leave me a comment. Let me know what you learned from today's show. Maybe you got a big takeaway. There's something you heard that like, boom, it registered and resonated with you. I would love to know what that takeaway was. Put it in the comments. And also remember to subscribe to my YouTube page. We are in the process. We're in the process of pushing to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have almost 9,500 subscribers. So we need about 500 and something more subscribers. So please, whether you're watching me today on YouTube or not, be sure to make yourself over to YouTube. Type in Ramonepreston, subscribe to my YouTube page, click the notification bell. We already have about 3,300 videos, literally 3,000 or more videos on our YouTube channel. And we teach a lot of information for free on our YouTube channel because we want to help educate you and want to prepare you. For those of you that have already followed me for a while, you're already connected to our community and you're looking for more education, more training, more coaching on subjects like these. We have a mentorship, a 1-year mentorship program that we offer, and it includes weekly coaching calls. It includes 1 year of access to our Millionaire Blueprint educational program. It includes workshops throughout the year, boot camps, concierge service. We have an entire 1-year Millionaire Mentorship program to show you how to engineer a $1 million company. That's what I'm doing through my Millionaire Mentorship program. So if you're interested in learning more about our mentorship program, or if you have questions about it to see if it fits what you're looking for, in terms of being educated and coached on business and finance, I want you to look in the comments and I want you to text the word mentor to the number you see in the comments. That's our way of knowing that you're interested in our mentorship program, and we'll reach back out to you. We'll answer any questions you have. We'll share with you any information you need to know. We can do a Zoom to give you a presentation of our program to show you about all of our courses and our Millionaire Blueprint, all of our workshops, our boot camps, our weekly calls. And if it's something that fits what you're looking for, we can get you signed up, onboarded, and started today. So look in the comments, take the word mentor and text it to the number you see in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Really appreciate you all for joining the show on this beautiful Millionaire Monday. Let's see here in the comments. Coach Surge over on IG. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. He says, I love all your education. The leadership lesson was powerful. Thank you for sharing. I really thank you for being on here. Appreciate you. And we're grateful to have your support. We have Peter from Zambia. Appreciate you on. Carnell, shout out to you, my friend, from Palmdale, California. Appreciate you. Ms. Lula Battle, love you, girl. Seaport Industries, love you. Appreciate you. Jackie, thank you. Lawrence, thank you, my man. Appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you tonight. He said, I cleared my schedule for the coaching call tonight. Communication is my key takeaway for success. Communication, that's right. It includes presenting offers, building relationships, and networking with others. Hey, Lawrence, thank you for being a member of our Millionaire Mentorship program. And we definitely look forward to seeing you tonight on our coaching call. So all of you that are looking for a coach for business and finance, a mentor, you're looking for a community to be a part of, a program to help you engineer $1 million company, this Millionaire Mentorship program has all the components to help you do so. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. All you need to do is look in the comments of this video, take that number, text the word mentor to that number, and we'll reach right back out to you, answer all your questions, and help you get prepared to building and engineering $1 million enterprise. I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining the show today. We'll be back here tomorrow. Same place, same time, 12 o'clock noon Eastern, right here on the Ramon